Hi everyone, this is Annalisa. Welcome back. Happy Monday. So I did this cute little pour as a part of a series that I was doing on 6x6 cradled wood panels. And I think this is a good one for me to use as an example as to why I use my interference colors and my whites on the bottom when I'm using a black pillow. This turned out really nice and really beautiful. However, it came out with a different look than I typically end up with when I do it in the reverse direction. So all of my interference colors ended up on the top. My triple sec and my Miami magenta are both fluorescent colors, and Tangerine Dream and Papillion and Freesia, they are all interference colors. The very last color I used was Abalone Shell, and it is actually a white, and looking back at it, I'm not entirely sure why I chose white for the very, very top, but it created a very interesting effect. So this is something worth taking note on. It made my fluorescence a little bit more muted, but it really gave it like a very, very, very shimmery effect. So ultimately, I'd say it was a success. It's actually extremely beautiful the way it turned out. Out of the 4 test 6x6 canvases that I've done so far, this one was definitely my second favorite. My first favorite was one where the Miami magenta was closer to the top, and that's just personal preference. Because I love pink. So I did a little blowout for this bloom, and it is worth mentioning that for this little orange blower, I use the orange one. If you are interested in getting one of these, you can find them I've heard that you can find them at like sporting goods stores, or you can find them at just about any bigger chain store. But whatever you do, make sure you get the corded one. I do have a link in the description of the one that I use. But like I said, if you buy it elsewhere, just make sure you get the corded one. The green one, the battery operated one, is not the same as the orange one. I've heard from multiple people that they really regretted purchasing the orange or the green blower, that they wish that they'd have started with the orange one. But anyway, I'm using a embossing tool to wreck my bloom. I find that they're the best tool you can find. Those ones you can get at just about any craft store, usually in like the scrapbooking section. They are really useful, but if you get them, make sure you get one in a pack that has multiple different size tips, or at the very least a very fine tip, if you can only find one, because the fine tip is amazing for the swirl details. I tend to use like the thicker tipped ones to I don't know if anyone else gets this problem. Actually, I know other people get this problem, but this is my solution to it. So when I end up with the pocks, when air bubbles that pop up through my paint colors, if I catch it before my paint dries, you can actually take the thicker tip and kind of dot over it, and it'll actually cover up that pox, or that little spot. And so for that reason, these are my absolute favorite for wrecking blooms. I really like how this little floral piece turned out. It, for some reason, all of these little ones ended up just making really cute flower looking ones. Like every single one of them has reminded me of a flower of some sort, but I don't know. Anyway, this is my end result. I am so glad I got the chance to share it with you today. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please consider subscribing. Thank you. Have a great day.